It's about 4:30 on Sunday, February 12th. We gave the cows about 150 pounds. Yeah, 150 pounds of feed, dry feed. We forgot to let it soak last night. We're in a bit of a rush to get to a party. So Daniel's gonna let him in. So this pasture has some good grass. It's not, it's probably the worst spot in this entire row. The cows are excited. I should have turned away right before the cows came in. There's some good grass here though. I wanted to look at the old pasture where they just were. They weren't complaining too much when I came in. Just a couple of moos. Yeah, there's not that much manure. You can see they did clean it up pretty good though. They cleaned it really well. Footprints everywhere. Hoof prints, they don't have feet, they have hooves. Let's see what we got in this new pasture. There's some thorn bushes, some berries. There's some old manure too. Not sure what this is, but pretty sure I don't want to grow it in my field. Hopefully when the sheep get to it, it'll strip the leaves off. We have these little pinkish purplish flowers that are growing now. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but one of my neighbors, their field looks like snow. There's little flowers all over the place. You can kind of see it here too. So, number 6. I don't see you too often, number 6. Number 24. There's Blackie. There's a calf. There's number 19. Oops. Let's look at some of these other calves over here. I can't tell if the calves are eating or just licking the grass. No, I guess they're tearing off a little bit. Let's take a look at this bull. This bull's got a lot of Charolais in him. At least the color. I don't know what Charolais look like other than color. This is where that waterfall was. So the field's running off kind of created a little hole here. And it looks like it's just working its way back. I'm planning eventually building a pond here. I don't know how soon or when I'll do it. But this is the lowest spot in the field. And it's where the water naturally comes together. So I think if we built a pond here, it would trap and slow down the most water. The purpose of the pond is to store water on the field. It's to slow down the water when during a rainstorm. You don't want long rivers washing your pasture away. But, you know, ideally we could use it to water the cows and keep ducks and things like that on it. So the pond that we have dries out when there's a drought. So that's kind of when you need a pond the most. You know, when there's plenty of water, you don't really need a pond, but when there's a drought, you need a pond. So, you know, a pond that dries out in a drought is kind of like a car doesn't start in the morning when you need to go to work. You know, so there's a pretty good lump of grass here. I think that's just there's ground. There's probably an old anthill or something. You know, I have not seen that many ants. I don't think the ants are active yet. But last year there was a bunch of ant hills, and I don't really see any signs of them this year. You know, who knows, maybe they're all gone. Yeah, right. If they are gone, you're wondering what I did to get rid of the ants. The answer is absolutely nothing. Let's see what this little tuft of grass is. That's just grass. Looks like either an old ant hill or, yeah, there's signs of ant activity in there. Or is that worms? Anyway, it's grass. It's just grass. We had some storm damage too, the ice storm. Wasn't so much a storm as it was just ice that just kept building up. And the branches sagged and eventually started breaking. And we started losing power. So I dragged this branch out of the way so I can put the wire up. See, that branch is completely broken. I should probably cut it or do something. You know, having trees grow together, close together like this is not the best. I really should just pick one. You know, maybe the choice has been made for me. You see there's a branch growing into that tree. So even if I were to cut the base of that tree, it'd be hanging in the air on that branch. Yeah, the long branches that come out like this too, they're just waiting to fall over. You know, it's just a matter of time. Something will get it, and then we get strong winds occasionally. Strong winds will do it too, especially when they're full of leaves. Righto. This guy had a tag, but the tag came out. So I'm not entirely sold on tagging the ears. You know, if I had probably a third of the cows lose their tags, maybe I'm not doing it right or in the right spot. That's probably what it is. My technique is bad. You know. But even the cows that seem to have it right, like this cow here, if you look behind the ear, there's a hole where there was probably another tag at one point. You know. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys on this Sunday afternoon. Early evening. Oh, my son's petting Blue. You let me pet you? Blues Bowl? Blues Bowl? Not Booze Bowl. It's sad because the water's all the way on the other side of the pasture. So they're going to get dry mouth from eating all that grain. And they're going to go over and drink up all the water. Yeah. There's Red. There's 413. I'm not sure whose calf 413 is. I want to say it's Red's, but I could be wrong. You know, I'm going to keep her. I'm going to keep all the heifers. Breed them back. All right, guys, have a great day. Take care and bye-bye.